What you on, bro, now? Y'all still on here? Did I catch y'all at a good time or no? Ah! What's up, man? It's late as hell. Y'all probably asleep. Y'all asleep? Yo. Y'all up or no? Should I go tell my moderator to come in here or no? Y'all asleep? Talk to me, baby. You're so sexy, baby. Come on, y'all. Where y'all at? Y'all in here or no? What they be calling this, a Bali claver? What they be calling this in them other countries? Hey, y'all. What's up, y'all? I'm just playing. Come on, I'm finna talk to y'all. You feel me? Who been calling me on my other phone, bruh? I got missed calls on here. I got missed calls on here. Talk to me, baby. You're so sexy, baby. Yo, what y'all on, brody? What y'all on for now? Y'all messing with me tonight or no? Y'all mad at me because I'm on so late? Y'all mad at me? Why my mask smell like cigarettes? My mask smell like cigarettes tonight. What the fuck? Somebody been smoking around me? Because why is my mask smelling like cigarettes? That's crazy work. That's What's up, y'all? What's going on with Diddy, man? What's going on with Diddy? I don't know. I'm in this trap house. That's a Jesus picture. I'm in this trap house, y'all. This some oil. So what's that called? Bio cream oil. I be using this for my face every day. Y'all miss me? We need to get into some things because let me find out Diddy just got arrested. Diddy just got his little ass arrested. Oh God. Get the likes up, y'all. Come on, so we can get, so y'all can give me an algorithm. Get the likes up, baby. Get the likes up. Can y'all get the likes up or no? I'm new here. What's up, y'all? New here. What's up, man? Hey. All right, y'all. I'm waiting for y'all to come in. I think y'all messing with me tonight. I think y'all finna mess with me tonight. You feel me? Yeah, we be talking about the latest news. So we finna get into what happened with Diddy today. You feel me? Y'all heard about what happened with Diddy or no? It's given arrested. It's given he's arrested. It's given he's, if, block his ass. Block respect 420. If I'm boring, get out, goofy. I ain't even started. How I'm boring, I ain't even started. The fuck? That's how I'm boring, I ain't started though. Y'all just don't like me. Y'all don't like me because I feel like I become. Y'all don't like. If y'all don't like me, press the 2. If you don't like me, press the 2, bro. If you don't like me, you think I'm boring, press the 2. Period. Make sure y'all subscribe, man. Make sure y'all subscribe. What's up, Supreme? What's good, phone now? What's good, phone now? What is this garbage? It's your mama, Al Chaluze. Fuck you talking about, goofy. Don't ever ask what's this garbage, bitch. What's your mama garbage, hoe? What a fan, Josh. Goofy. What a fan. You over here watching me, ain't you? Ain't that making you a fan? Why I gotta fight y'all every night? Why y'all just can't stop coming to my channel? If y'all don't like me, get the fuck on. Y'all forget I ain't asked y'all to come over here? Y'all think cause I'm not, y'all think cause I'm in a different scenery, I'm not gonna treat y'all as? Talking about some stuffy ass, fan ass. You a fan. I don't care what you say, you was a fan, bruh. Fan. Yeah. Man, what's going on with Diddy tonight, bro? Press the like button, please. Press the like button. Press the like button so I can get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, you guys. I'm trying to get my 500 subscribers. Press the like button. Please let me get to 1,000 subscribers. I love your dancing. Thank you. My man like my dancing too. When I be dancing on that, no, I'm just playing. I'm just playing, you feel me? Y'all, so I ain't want to get into no details, but it seems as if your boy is a freak, man. Your boy a freak, man. Diddy, man. He got some R. Kelly stuff going on, don't he? He tweaking it. What they say? He tweaking, ain't it? He is tweaking, ain't it? I know you who you is. I got you on Facebook. Who is you? I don't know who you is. I have know you. Diddy tweaking, ain't it? I know you in person. How you know me? Lil West 04. He's done. Diddy is nasty, man. Diddy ass bogus. Diddy ass going downtown. I thought he told you that he won't. I'm not finna play with y'all, man. No, don't delete him. I'm trying to see who he is. Don't delete him. You can delete Malin, but Lil West, who is you? Hello, I am new here and I love your videos. I was just wondering, what is your opinion on goat molesting? You're blocked. People are effing weird. Yo. I thought he told. Oh, I read that already. Y'all crazy. Chosen vertical. Yo, Lil West. Who is you? What's your name on Facebook? Ew. Hey. Diddy is a done. Yeah, Diddy bogus. I'm trying to see who this Lil West is. Is he blocked? They wild on here. I'm about to fall asleep. No, don't block him. I'm trying to see I'm trying to see him. Hold on. Well, fall asleep, Goofy. Take him off timeout. I'm trying to see who he was. I need to know who watching me. You feel me? He said he took him. He said he put him on timeout. Oh my God, y'all. Y'all crazy. Don't put him on timeout. Take him off timeout. Take Lil West off timeout. Because I'm trying to see who that was. Because he said, I got you on Facebook. Talk to me, baby. You took him off timeout. You famous. I ain't seen y'all in a minute. What y'all on for now? What y'all up to, bro? Man. Supreme, you took him off timeout or no? Okay. Because I need to know who that was. That sounds like a stalker. You feel me? Make sure y'all hit the like button, Brody. That little clock loud, ain't it? Now I'm finna pull up some commentary on Diddy. I never said I was from New York. Did I say I was from New York? I never said I was from New York. Alright, we finna pull up a story. I'm finna pick somebody that been talking about it all day because I've been busy, so I ain't been able to pull it up. So we gonna go to somebody who been doing their research because this damn show on me today. So we gonna pick somebody. You feel me? That's what I do when I gotta catch up on the story. I go to my lovely colleagues and see what they've been talking about. All right, let me see. I think I had already had the hey baby, I don't know who you is. Ooh, them views is viewing, ain't they? What's that? 1,690,152. I got 1,690,000 views, bro. I love y'all, man. Y'all mess with me. I love y'all for that. It's a sexy baby. What's up, y'all? I don't like when people say stuff like that, like, I got you on my Facebook, and then don't say nothing else. That is so weird. Ain't that weird, y'all? Ain't that weird, though? To be like, I got you on my Facebook, I know who you is, and then I'm like, who is you? And then they disappear. That's scary. That's scary. Ain't that scary? The topic is Diddy. Don't be cut me off. I want to get my point across. Because if I got a stalker and he tried to kill me, then what? Then what? Then what, Supreme? You ain't got to deal with that. I'm just saying, God forbid, if he really crazy and he a stalker, we don't even know who he is because you blocked him. You feel me? Fuck. Auntie Shiesty, this dick. Stop playing with me. Alright, y'all. So, we about to get into Diddy being... Did he did it? Did he do it? Did he did it? Did he did it? Yeah, Supreme. Like, shit like that, don't block that. Like, I'm trying to see who crazy. Because what the fuck? He talking about some, I'm innocent. hell motherfucking no. Hell no. Hell motherfucking no. I feel so much better, y'all. My teeth feel better. I'm just that bitch now because I feel so much better. Alright, I think we're gonna pull up Lovely T. I think she spoke about it today. Let's pull up Lovely T. And let's see what she said about it. Shout out to Lovely T. I'm gonna just go off what she said. I'm gonna do like a reaction. Okay, we're gonna pull her video up. Can y'all hear this? Can y'all hear this?
All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
No, it's not planned. Certainly, it's not planned by us. I mean, he came here to surrender at a time agreeable to the U.S. Attorney's Office, and then they arrested him last night. I spent the evening with him. I was with him till about 1 o'clock. His spirits are good. He's confident. He is dealing with this head on, the way he's dealt with every challenge in his life, and he's not guilty. He's innocent of these charges. We know what the charges are going to be. Without seeing the indictment, it's going to be racketeering, it's going to be sex trafficking, it's going to be things along those lines. This is what we've been expecting since the searches in March. He, to his great credit, he voluntarily came to New York. Not a lot of defendants do that. He came to New York to basically engage the court.
Get the likes up, y'all. Get the likes up and make sure y'all subscribe. You feel me?
System and start the case, and it'll start today. And he's going to plead not guilty, obviously. He's going to fight this with all of his energy and all of his might and the full confidence of his lawyers. And I expect a long battle with a good result for Mr. Combs.
Hey, Tea Sippers. I hope you guys are doing good today. When I tell you that Katt Williams' gift is the gift that keeps on gifting, okay? Like he said back then, all of these big dick deviants will be exposed, like I've been exposing Diddy for years, after being cussed out, threatened, people disrespecting me, people going hard for Diddy. Now the chickens are coming home to roost. Papa Diddy was arrested last night. Y'all know I've been reporting that he's been out there in Harlem, trying to Harlem shake with a bunch of washed up, crackish men, trying to get that street credibility.
Not Harlem shake.
He was doing good. He never went to Harlem to go slum around with crackish people, okay? He always hung with the elites and, was out there in Hollywood with all his Hollywood friends. But, once he got into trouble, he wanted to go back to his roots. Well, while out there trying to find his roots, the police basically ran up on him and arrested him. And they said that they were going to wait till today to arrest him, but I think they felt that he might get ready to run. So they ended up arresting him last night. Now, the lawyer's saying that we already know what the charges will be. There'll be possible sex trafficking and drugs. We've been prepared for this. My client is innocent. Yeah, the same client that you said didn't put hands on Cassie. And then all of a sudden, whoopsie daisy, the damn video leaked of Diddy basically kicking her down the hallway like a football. That Diddy that you claimed did nothing wrong. So anyways, I don't buy anything his lawyer's saying. I don't believe anything his lawyer's saying. Right now, I do have access to the 14-page indictment. So guess what, bitch? I got on my Mother Goose glasses, and I am ready to read. So I'm going to go ahead and read the indictment with y'all. I'm going to screen record it so you guys can, look at the pages along with me. So give me a chance to set this up because we are going to go ahead and get this case cracking, child. All right, so this is page 1 of the indictment here. And it says, for decades, Sean Combs, Puff Daddy, a.k.a. P. Diddy, PD, a.k.a. Love Child. He got all these damn aliases. Anyways, the defendant abused, threatened, coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. To do so, Combs relied on employees, resources, and the influence of a multifaceted business empire that he led and controlled, creating a criminal enterprise whose members and associates and attempted to engage in, amongst other crimes, sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, bribery, and obstruction of justice. The defendant operated his business headquartered at various times in Manhattan and Los Angeles under a variety of United States-based corporate entities, including Bad Boy Entertainment, Combs Enterprise, Combs Global. Corporate entities in the Combs business include, amongst other things, record labels, a recording studio, an apparel line, alcoholic spirits business, a marketing agency, and a television network and media company. The defendant engaged in and persistent, persuasive patterns of abuse towards women and other individuals. This abuse was at times verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual. As part of his pattern of abuse, Combs manipulated women into participating in highly orchestrated performances of sexual activity with male commercial sex workers. At times, Combs and others acting at his direction made arrangements for women and commercial sex workers to fly to Combs' location. Combs ensured participation from the women by, amongst other things, obtaining and distributing narcotics to them, controlling their careers, leveraging his financial support, and threatening to cut off the same, and using intimidation and violence. Physical abuse by Sean Combs was recurrent and widely known on numerous occasions from at least about 2009 and continuing for years. Combs assaulted women by, amongst other things, striking, punching, dragging, throwing objects at, and kicking them. These assaults were at times witnessed by others and included one instance at a Los Angeles hotel in March of 2016, which was captured on video and later publicly reported, where Combs kicked, dragged, and threw a vase at a woman as she was attempting to leave. When a member of the hotel security staff intervened, Combs attempted to bribe the staff member to ensure silence.
That's crazy, y'all. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Subscribe. Get the likes up. That's crazy. Can y'all believe this happened? Hey, girl, how are you? My first time watching you. Hey, what's up? Get the likes up. Make sure y'all subscribe.
Combs' violence was not limited to these women. It extended to his employees, witnesses to his abuse and others. Sean Combs, the defendant, used Combs' business, including certain employees, to carry out, facilitate, and cover up his abuse and commercial sex. These employees include security staff, household staff, personal assistants, high-ranking supervisors, and other close associates acted as Combs' intermediaries, and their conduct was facilitated and assisted by Combs in control of Combs' business. So once again, this is why a lot of these folks in the industry are quiet, like his BFF Harvey, Pierre, and many others, because they were just as involved. This is no different than the R. Kelly case. When shit got hot, folks started, telling on each other and jumping ship. Same thing with Diddy. These men cannot do these things by themselves. They have to have help, okay? So let me go ahead and continue on. From at least 2008 through on, or about the date of filing of this incident, Sean Combs, the defendant, and others, known and unknown, were members and associates of a criminal organization, Combs Enterprise, or The Enterprise. Members and associates of Combs Enterprise engaged in and attempted to engage in, amongst other activities, sex trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for purpose of prostitution, coercion, enticement to engage in prostitution, narcotic offenses, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. The Combs Enterprise included in its leadership its members, its associates, constituted an enterprise as defined by Title 18, United States Code Section 19614. That is a group of individuals associated in fact, although not a legal entity. The Combs Enterprise consists of Sean Combs, entities within the Combs business, including but not limited to Bad Boy Entertainment, Combs Enterprise, Combs Global, individuals employed by and associated with Combs business, and others known and unknown. I'm going to kind of skip around a bit because they're kind of repeating themselves. So on line 11, it says the purpose of Combs Enterprise, including the following: operating a global business in media, entertainment, and lifestyle industries, including, amongst other things, record labels, recording studio, and apparel line, and an alcoholic spirits business, marketing agency, television network, and media company, preserving, protecting, promoting, and enhancing the power and reputation and the brand of Sean Combs. So then on page 6, they go on to say, Combs and other members and associates of Combs Enterprise wielded power and prestige of Combs' role at the Combs business to intimidate, threaten, and lure female victims into Combs' orbit, often under the pretense of a romantic relationship. Combs then used force, threats, and force and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sex acts with male commercial sex workers that Combs referred to, amongst other things, as freak-offs. Freak-offs were elaborate and produced sex performances that Combs arranged, directed, and masturbated during and often electronically recorded. In arranging these freak-offs, Combs, with the assistance of members and associates of Combs Enterprise, transported and caused to be transported commercial sex workers across state lines internationally. This is why the feds are involved. We are talking about international travel with people who may or may not have been sex workers were brought across state lines. That is no joke. Okay.
So shout out to Lovely T. So basically what she's saying is he cooked, man. He cooked. He cooked because not only is you accused of this stuff, you accused of this stuff internationally. So you done brought these women from here to Mexico, basically. You're bogus. You bogus. There's no way around it. Like, you brought these girls from here to Mexico. Talk about some take that, take that. Come on, man. No. You're going down, bro.
And freak-offs occurred regularly, sometimes lasted multiple days, often involved multiple commercial sex workers. During freak-offs, Combs distributed a variety of controlled substances to victims, in parts to keep the victims obedient and compliant. Sometimes unbeknownst to the victims, Combs kept video he filmed of the victims engaging in sex acts with these commercial workers. After freak-offs, Combs and the victims typically received IV fluids to recover from the physical exhaustion and drug use. Imagine how long he had these women fucking. I don't even know what other words to use. This lasted 4 days, so I'm sure these people were tired, sore as hell, dehydrated, to the point where you need IV fluids because you've been getting rammed through for days. This is sick and demonic. This is nothing but sex magic. Let me continue.
It's so crazy because, like, Katt Williams said all this shit was gonna happen. Like, that's why I fuck with that Katt Williams interview. Like, I remember I watched that Katt Williams interview in January, and I was like, oh yeah, shit finna hit the fan. I didn't know it was gonna be this bad though, but I had already knew it was gonna get crazy, cause he was telling too much tea. He was spilling way too much tea, and couldn't nobody really shut him up. So we already knew this was coming from that Katt Williams interview. If y'all knew all this was coming from that Katt Williams interview, press a 2, like for real.
Members and associates of Combs Enterprise include high-ranking supervisors, security staff, household staff, personal assistants, and other business employees. They facilitated the freak-offs, amongst other things, booking hotel rooms for freak-offs, stocking hotel rooms in advance with the required freak-off supplies, including controlled substances, baby oil, lubricants, extra linens, lighting, cleaning the hotel rooms after the freak-offs to try and mitigate the room damage, arranging for travel for victims and commercial sex workers. Then they're going to say, Combs, with requested supplies, delivering large sums of cash to Combs to pay the commercial sex workers, and scheduling the delivery of IV fluids in or about March 2024 during searches of Combs' residence in Miami, Florida, and Los Angeles, California. Law enforcement seized various freak-off supplies, including narcotics and more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricants. 1,000 bottles. That is insane. He had an entire CVS in his home of baby oil and lubricants. Then they're going to say Combs subjected victims to physical.
It's the 1,000 bottles of baby oil for me. Like, what the fuck? Like, bro, 1,000 bottles of baby oil, bro. Like, come on, man. That's a lot of baby oil. Like, that's some freaky shit, Diddy. Like, his ass, like, we ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now. Cause this bad boy for life. Come on, man. You're bogus, bro. I don't care. I don't care. Cause 1,000 bottles of baby oil, bro. The fuck? No way.
Emotional and verbal abuse to cause the victims to engage in freak-offs. Combs maintained control over his victims through, amongst other things, physical violence, promises of career opportunities, granting and threatening to withhold financial support, and by other coercive means, including tracking their whereabouts, dictating the victims' appearances, monitoring their medical records, controlling their housing, and supplying them with controlled substances. During and separate...
Shout out to Lovely T. Shout out to Lovely T, you feel me? But this is the same man. Y'all keep forgetting, this the same man. This the same man who made them walk through the fucking snow for Philly cheesesteak sandwiches on Making a Band. Y'all keep forgetting, man. Y'all remember Chopper with the braids, man. If you remember Chopper with the braids, press a 2. If you remember Chopper with the braids on Making a Band, press a 2, man. We all remember Chopper walking through the snow, you feel me? About to get a fucking Philly cheesesteak for Diddy. Y'all keep forgetting it's the same man. Why is y'all so surprised, man? Y'all tweaking. Y'all remember that. Y'all remember that.
Freakouts, Combs, amongst other things, hit, kicked, and threw objects and dragged victims at times by their hair. These assaults often resulted in injuries that took days or weeks to heal. Combs also threatened victims' careers and livelihoods, including if they resisted partaking in the freak-offs. Victims believed they could not refuse Combs' demand without risking their financial or job security or without repercussions in the form of physical or emotional abuse. Combs also used sensitive, embarrassing, incriminating recordings that he made during the freak-offs as collateral to ensure continued obedience and silence of the victims. If this does not sound like he's running his own black version of Mossad, I don't know what the hell this is. As I'm reading this, I'm getting more and more pissed. This was so calculated and devious. This man is the Harlem Shake version of Mossad. Because that is what they do to princes, sheiks, government entities to keep them under their thumb. Okay? That's the same thing that they're saying that Ghislaine Maxwell learned from her daddy. Because he was very much involved in that mess. This is sounding very, very Jeffrey Epstein-ish to me, but the hip-hop version of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Let's continue. Members and associates of Combs Enterprise, including Combs, security personnel at times carried firearms. On more than one occasion, Combs himself carried and brandished firearms to intimidate and threaten others, including victims and witnesses to his abuse. In or about March 2024, during the search of Combs' residence in Miami.
But what I don't understand, like, this is what I don't understand. Like, this man getting women thrown at him. He get Katt thrown at him, you feel me? So why you on your Bill Cosby, R. Kelly shit? Like, why are you on your R. Kelly, Bill Cosby shit, Diddy? That don't make no sense. Like, you get all these females. What's wrong with y'all, bro? That's weird. You had Cassie. Cassie's a pretty female. Well, look what you wanted to do. You want to drag her across the hall like she was Tina Turner, allegedly. You want to be on some eat your cake anime, allegedly type shit with Cassie. But you had Cassie. Like, you had one of the prettiest females in the industry, allegedly. So what is wrong with you, bro? Like, y'all crazy. That's what I'm saying. Men don't be satisfied. They don't be satisfied with nothing. Nothing. They don't be satisfied. So it's like, what's to you? You got Cassie, you got one of the hottest girls in the game. And then y'all gotta remember, it's me and you now. I've been waiting, think I'm gonna make a move now. So baby, tell me how you like it. It's me and you now. I've been waiting, think I'm gonna make a move now. So baby, tell me how you like it. You was waiting so long, I'm here to answer your call. Like, Cassie was hidden back in the day, you feel me? So if you cheated on Cassie back then, you're bogus. If you cheated on Cassie back then, you're bogus. And then let's not even talk about how he had J-Lo. He had J-Lo too. You had J-Lo too. You had I'm real, the way you walk, the way you talk, 'cause I'm real. You feel me? And people loving me and hating me, treating me ungratefully, and I know how they make me angry. Like, that's who he had. So it's like you had both of these females, all these girls. What is you on your Bill Cosby shit for, bro? You feel me? That's what I don't understand. Like, why'd you on your R. Kelly shit, man? Allegedly.
In Los Angeles, California, law enforcement seized firearms, ammunition, including 3 AR-15s with defaced serial numbers, as well as drum magazines. Members and associates of Combs Enterprise enabled Combs' control over victims by following his directions regarding financial payments to victims, advancing or suppressing the victim's career opportunities, and acquiring the controlled substances Combs used to keep the victims compliant. Members and associates of Combs' enterprise at times witnessed Combs' violence towards the victims or the victims' injuries caused by Combs without intervening. Instead, members and associates of Combs' enterprises helped conceal the violence and abuse by, amongst other things, assisting Combs in monitoring.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of people that go down because it just said that he went by himself. So the people within his enterprises and his businesses seen what he was doing. Like they seen how he was treating them girls, and they never said nothing. So it's gonna be more than one person going down. He gonna be singing like a bird. You feel me? Like he gonna be saying a little bit more because they just said in the paperwork that it was more than just him. So just keep y'all eye on that too.
And preventing victims from leaving locations such as hotels or Combs' residence. These occasions include instances in which victims were required to remain in hiding, sometimes for several days at a time, to recover from injuries that Combs inflicted without being publicly observed. We know that he did this for Fat Kim Porter when he busted her nose and she had to hide out. He did this with Cassie when he beat her so bad in that hotel room that she had to hide out. Also, him having these firearms on him. Cassie also stated that in her original deposition. So it looks like a lot of the things that I have been reporting and others have been reporting for a while now is here in the federal indictments. Members and associates of Combs Enterprises also assisted Combs in locating and contacting victims who attempted to flee his abuse. When employees witnessed his abuse or others threatened Combs' authority or reputation, Combs and members and associates of the enterprise engaged in acts of violence, threats of financial and reputational harm, and verbal abuse. These acts of violence include kidnapping and arson. In addition, on multiple occasions, Combs threw both objects and people, as well as hit, dragged, choked, and shoved others. When Combs' authority or reputation was threatened by the possibility of negative publicity or legal or law enforcement action against him, including in and about late 2023, following public allegation of Combs' crimes, Combs and members and associates of his enterprise pressured witnesses and victims, including through attempted bribery, to stay silent, not report what they experienced or knew to law enforcement. On phone calls, Combs and other members and associates of the enterprise, amongst other things, provided these victims and witnesses with false narratives of events in an effort to conceal Combs' crimes, and Combs caused these calls to be recorded on at least 2 occasions. So this goes back to what I was reporting around this time last year when he was trying to, when everybody was giving him props, like, oh, he's giving back the publishing, oh, he got to change your heart, and I called bullshit. And remember, later on it came out that for people to get their publishing back, they had to sign NdAs, stating that they would not speak about Justin, Diddy, or his mama.
Reassigning the music publishing rights to artists who helped make his record label Bad Boy Records into what it is today.
Let me tell y'all something.
So that's crazy. That's so crazy to have people sign an NDA decades later. That's weird. Like, so basically he was willing to give these people their publishing back, but he was basically trying to force them to sign these NDAs like years, decades later. Well, y'all know like Mace was a better rapper than him. I can go down the list. Mace, 3 6 Mafia. No, sorry, not 3 6 Mafia. What's the name of the man? Fuck. I got 5 on it. They was under Loons. Loons was under him too. You feel me? So it's crazy that like he wanted to backtrack and wanted them to sign NDAs decades later. Like that's crazy work. What's up, West Adams TV?
I'm not boosted or impressed by this gesture, okay? Let's start there. Him giving back publishing to half the music that's in this publishing is older than most of y'all in this chat. Half y'all don't know these damn songs. Y'all ain't gonna go back and listen to no damn Carl Thomas, G-Dep. And let's not forget, he sold the popular songs. Did we forget that? He sold a lot of the very popular publishing already. And let's not forget, he sold the popular songs. Did we forget that? I see a lot of people who are confused about the whole, why would he want them to sign an NDA saying that they can never disparage Puffy, Bad Boy, Janice Combs, or Justin Combs? A lot of people do not understand why Justin Combs is in there. okay? And if you go back and you watch my breakdown, I did 2 videos on the Puff and Mace situation, one in 2020 and one in 2021, I believe, maybe 2022. And I broke that down in there. Justin Combs, from the time he was a tot, has been making money off of publishing off of all of these artists, because that's a hustle that a lot of people do, right? In order to create generational wealth, they'll put their kids' names on an album, even though they have nothing to do with it. DJ Khaled does it with Assad. Beyonce has done it with Blue Ivy. Even though they really don't have nothing to do with the music, it's another way to keep the money in the family. So instead of giving that publishing to somebody else and helping build somebody else's generational wealth, you can just put your kid's name on the publishing, and then they can get money, you know, they can get all future revenue. So Justin has been living good off of all these people's music and publishing that he had nothing to do with. That is why he's a part of the NDA. Diddy doesn't want anybody dragging Justin, okay? Mace was one of the first people to really put it out there, because he knew all of this was coming down the pipeline. So him trying to get back that publishing was very much calculated. And I stated this a year ago before any of this stuff ever came out. And they go on to say, the racketeering conspiracy, from at least in or about 2008 through on or about the date of the filing of this indictment, in the Southern District of New York and elsewhere, Sean Combs, the defendant, and others known and unknown, being persons employed and associated with Combs Enterprises, described in paragraphs 6 through 12, engaged in activities in which affected interstate and foreign commerce, knowingly combined, conspired, and agreed together with each other to violate the racketeering laws of the United States, Title 18, United States Code Section 1962C, that is to conduct and participate directly and indirectly in conduct of affairs of Combs Enterprise through a pattern of racketeering activity, as that term is defined in Title 18, United States Section 1961-1 and 1961-5, consisting of multiple acts involving kidnapping, chargeable under the following provisions of state law, California Penal Code 207. Then they also go on to say multiple acts involving arson, chargeable under the following provisions: State Law, California Penal Code 451, arson, multiple acts involving bribery, chargeable under the following.
Then another crazy part is like, y'all had to know something was up. Like, why would Diddy be with Carisha? Why would Diddy even be with Carisha, like, allegedly? Think about his type. He was with Cassie, he was with J-Lo, and then all of a sudden he with Carisha. Like, y'all should have knew he was going down and falling off, because that's not even his type. If y'all see what I'm saying, person two, Carisha is not Diddy's type. And he rode that wave with Carisha right before all this came out. So that's how I knew something was wrong. Because at the end of the day, your type is Cassie, your type is J-Lo. What is you doing with Carisha? That's just common sense. Like, I been knew he was gonna fall off. Come on now, Carisha. That's not even your type.
State Law, California Penal Code 137. I'm gonna skip around a bit. Then they go on to say multiple acts under Title 18 relating to the transportation and inducement to travel for the purpose of prostitution and other illegal sexual activities, and multiple offenses involving the possession with intent to distribute or the distribution of narcotics and controlled substances, including cocaine, oxycodone, alprazolam, methamphetamine, child, and a bunch of other drugs. Ketamine. I don't do drugs. I don't know all these names, but I do recognize ketamine, child. So he was out here doing all types of nonsense. You know, instead of just making his love album, he was pimping out people, bribing people, threatening folks, and he was also a drug mule per this indictment. Then around line 17, count 3, the transportation to engage in prostitution. They're saying from at least about 2009, okay, up to and including about 2024, the Southern District of New York and elsewhere, Sean Combs knowingly transported an individual in interstate and foreign commerce with the intent for that individual to engage in prostitution, and attempted and aided and abetted and willfully caused transportation of female victims and commercial sex workers in interstate and foreign commerce on multiple occasions with the intent that they engage in prostitution. I'm looking at you, Carisha, since you know she's a whore and loves to brag about being a whore.
Told y'all. And that's why it's so crazy. And that's why it's so crazy that Carisha got on that podcast and started crying. Like, what you crying for? You want to get on this podcast talking about some, oh, everybody was talking about me. Everybody was saying that I thought he was a good man. And I thought he was this girl. You was doing dick. You was doing dick. Like, that's the thing. Like, if you doing dick, you just doing dick. Like, I be hating the fake innocent, the fake crying. Like, be what you is. That's what I'm saying. That's what's wrong with these people today. People can't say what they mean and mean what they say. You was doing dick, baby. You was doing dick. Like, just be real, you know? Like, stop sitting up here acting like you the victim, baby. You knew what was going on. You knew what it was heading for, and you was proud of it. The only thing is you just can't take the fact that he just got raided by the cops. So now you got to play the role because everybody looking at you like you was a sex worker. You feel me? Allegedly.
Having her engage in being a whore as well. And let's not forget, he's very much tied to Zeus Network, Lemon Pepper, and all the baddies. Because there's been all types of rumors. I would not be surprised as more comes out that some of those baddies were also some of the girls that were being pimped from East to West Coast. Because remember, in my deep dive, Diddy was getting ready to have a show on Zeus Network. And him and Lemmy are very close. And they've been saying them baddies are out here selling a little something, something.
23, and I'm here with
City Girls. The City Girls.
y'all know what it is. How you feeling? Where you know me from?
I don't know.
You don't remember? We went on. Where did we go? We went on a trip. You don't remember? Where we went? No, it was like a group of us. I can't remember.
I know you. That's where I know you from. I know.
Where? You remember now? Oh, okay. All right. Well, now we're here. Girl, that was not what I was trying to talk about. Did you know do you know it's the 50th day of hip hop today?
No.
Me neither.
We didn't bring it to Zeus. Well, it's not that I'm beefing with him. It's
Just sex and ass everywhere. Come on, man.
just, I don't like people dangling things over my head. And it just felt like every time I needed something or I needed, a event was happening, he'd be like, hey, I just, sent you this amount of money as a bonus check. Or I'll have this bonus check for you coming, but I need you to do this. And I'm like, wait, so you're basically bribing me to do something. I'm not saying I did anything against my will, but I will say, I just hated the fact that he would always use something over my head. So like if the show was still in editing, he'll be like, oh, if you don't do this, I'm gonna make you look bad, or I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna do that. And I'm like, what the heck? Down to the premiere of the show, I almost didn't show up.
Wait, what show?
The show I was doing on Zeus, so I was on One More Chance.
Okay. Oh.
Right, and even that production was crazy. So, I
Look at academics.
He held that over my head because I wanted to end it. Because I'm like, you know what, you're full of shit. You said he was going to do this show, this. He would promise a lot of things, but then wouldn't give it the way you wanted unless you did this. He would always keep you wanting more.
Trying to say, let me smash all the chicks on the show.
Because he's using his power.
They call him Lemon Pepper.
Listen, he's using his power.
You hear that?
It's true though.
He's a billionaire now.
He's not a billionaire yet, which I praise him. He get there because he's gonna need it for them lawsuits. But it's unfortunate.
Yeah, now Diddyville?
Yes, he's actually, I think, maybe worse than Diddy. So I would not be surprised if this rabbit hole goes even deeper and more people are indicted. So then on line 20, this is basically they're just going over more of the violations and codes. So around the last line, which is line 20, as a result of committing the offenses alleged in the count 3 of the indictment, Sean Combs, the defendant, shall forfeit to the United States pursuant Title 18, United States Code Section 2428, any and all property, real and personal, constituting or derived from proceeds obtained directly or indirectly as a result of said offense, and any and all property.
That's crazy. Shout out to Lovely T. Make sure y'all get that like button up. Make sure y'all subscribe.
Real or personal that was used or intended to be used to commit or facilitate the commission of said offense, any and all property, real and personal, that constitute or derive from proceeds traceable to all commissions of said offense, including but not limited to sums of money in the United States currency, representing the amount of proceeds traceable to the commission of said offense. All right, y'all. So Mother Goose, aka TT, did her thing, broke down that indictment for y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. What do y'all think about all of this? And do you think that this is basically going to snow?
Alright, so that was Lovely T. We finna pull up somebody else. Shout out to Lovely T. Who else talked about it today? But yeah, that's crazy. It look like he about to go down, y'all. Period. He about to go down. How much time y'all think he gonna get? Y'all think he gonna get a lot of time? Or no? I think Adam 22 covered it. We finna go to Adam 22 page. Excuse me, I've been kind of tired. But I'm pulling this up for y'all. You feel me? I'm going hard for y'all. I just seen it. He need a lot of time to think about his EP. Yeah, he don't care. That man don't care. Let's see. I just seen it. Damn, that FBG Young and FBG Dutchy interview just went up on Adam 22. Got like 130K. You feel me? Hold on, let me see this one. I just... damn, not Diddy. We losing all the good black celebrities. We ain't gonna have nobody else.
Okay, 1,000 bottles of lube. I feel like we deserve to at least be a little bit honest about this. Diddy getting arrested is a gigantic deal.
Yeah, a huge deal.
It's arguably the greatest fall from grace in the history of hip hop.
For sure.
A lot of people die. A lot of people fall off. But as far as somebody who's like not at the height of his career, but like somebody who's universally respected, rich as fuck, so like nobody was really like dissing him publicly or anything like that, and now we're at the stage where he's basically on par with R. Kelly.
I don't really agree with that, Adam. I feel like the biggest one, damn, my mask falling apart. My bad, y'all. I got some new masks coming. But I don't really agree with that. I feel like it's really R. Kelly. Like, R. Kelly fell off real bad, and it was really Bill Cosby. Like, Bill Cosby was the pudding man, you feel me? So it's like if Bill Cosby can fall off, then it's just like, you know? I feel like after Bill Cosby, it's like, you gotta realize Bill Cosby was like the family dead. And so if he fell off, it's like, after he fell off, we shouldn't even really be surprised about his other stuff. Because at this point, it's like, who's next? Because if it happens to Bill Cosby, who, you know, nobody is exempt. You agree with me, Preston, too?
For the fact that we don't really know the full true depths of what he might have been doing.
He's way bigger than R. Kelly.
No, I mean, it's his offenses.
But to be fair, the depths of depravity that R. Kelly went to are way crazier than anything that Diddy's being.
All I'm saying is that by the end of this, we might have found out about enough stuff that we'd be willing to put him in league with R. Kelly's. I don't know.
And Kelly, the kidnapping is something that I wonder if all of that falls up under Cassie.
I think they have a shitload of different people that are alleging different acts, including, isn't like Kid Cudi going to be part of this, where him getting his car blown up? Like, there's so many things that just take place, and then once the feds get involved and start to really wrap this thing up, you're like, oh yeah, that is a crime.
What about
that's a good one.
Alleged? Oh yeah, that is a crime. Hell yeah. Not that this is like one of the more salacious ones, but it is hilarious. What about the alleged verbal abuse of J. Cole 13 years ago?
Right. What did he say to him though?
It was something to do with the Kendrick's Control verse.
Right.
That really had.
I thought he beat his ass or something.
That's the case. Yeah,
okay, here we go.
As part of the
Did he allegedly threaten to cut J. Cole?
It's crazy because, like, this what people not understanding. Like, why Justin Combs is laughing and what? Then he dissed the GDs too. Like, Justin Combs laughing, dissing the GDs. Like, y'all finna be broke, man. So now you could do all that, Justin Combs. So now you finna be broke like the rest of the society. Because at this point, this man losing all his money because he done already paid Cassie like $50 million, and she still went up. The case still went up on his ass. You feel me? So Diddy finna be broke. That's the thing people not talking about. He paid that lady damn that $50 million to make it go away, and it came back harder. You feel me?
Throw years ago Kendrick Lamar. Let's just get the actual quote.
This is great.
Oh, and this is a quote coming from Punch of TDE, which is, you would not really expect him
Yeah,
to brag about this.
yeah. Yep, Bob Cox, right. Took him from you. Imagine that. Imagine coming out accusing you of something, right? And you pay it to go away and then come back harder. Like, damn, I just wasted. That was a lot of money he paid Cassie, you guys. That was like 40 million or something like that. And it still came right back for him. That's what y'all not understanding. Like, that's crazy work. That's he finna be broke.
The homies just did this song, right? Pissed a gang of people off. He's talking about Kendrick and Big Sean. Everybody was mad at it. When the song came out, he was overseas. Then he came back to the States. First place we stopped in was New York City. And the first thing we do is say, let's go to the club because we want to check the temperature, see what everybody was on. This is what I need to do. I need to go check the temperature. LA stuff. We get to the club. One of the homies approached us and was talking about this particular record. So we're going back and forth. Oh, it's not personal. It's just this and that. It's cool. Whatever. Another one of the homies walks up. He looks drunk and said, yeah, y'all N-words need to go back and forth and keep it on wax or whatever. So the two dudes who approached us, they got into a little heated back and forth, a little argument with each other. What we didn't know is they had gotten into an argument before we got there. Punch then explained how he and his TDE cohorts entered the club's VIP section. There, they came in contact with a slew of celebrities, referring to the amount of star power as the front row of the Grammys. He then explained how Diddy continued his vitriol, leading him to threaten to slice J. Cole's throat. The homies that got into it with the other one, he's sitting 2 steps down from me on the couch. Then he came back at him, the one who got into altercation earlier. He was like, if you ever say what you said to me earlier, and then he grabbed the bottle from the table and said, what you gonna do, hit me on the head with a bottle? And he said, nah, I'm gonna break it on the table and I'm gonna cut your throat. It was getting tense. So the N-word standing on the ground reached up and tried to grab dude by the neck. So the dude reached around and fired on him, and then they both fell off the table, knocking all the drinks over. It's a scuffle now, a huge scuffle.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's hilarious that it's J. Cole, though.
I mean, I feel like Puffy, honestly, is just the definition of a dude who just achieved a certain level of success young and really took every possible opportunity to be a total dickhead, piece of shit, allowed himself to indulge in every bad behavior that he could possibly imagine. And it's all because he believed that through his success that he was so special that he was basically exempt from any sort of consequences that could come from, not even like the criminal elements, but just being a huge dickhead to so many people. And I feel like this is all just this big, grand return to reality for him of, listen, this is what happens when you're just a total cunt to everybody that you come into contact with, which I feel like, if anything, my time in the spotlight has really taught me the opposite, where it's like everybody, like, I can think of YouTubers who, on my rise to wherever I'm at, were fucking nobodies. And in the situations I'm thinking of, it's not like I was ever rude or mean to them or anything like that. If anything, this platform really, like, being accommodating towards up-and-coming talent, I felt like I was actually pretty cool with them. And now when I look at those people, they're so much bigger than me. And I'm like, damn, I'm thankful for every single time that I was humble and respectful towards somebody. And I really regret any time that I acted big-headed to somebody in a similar situation, because everybody that you see as they're going up to the top, you're going to see them when you're flattening out in popularity or nosediving in popularity, etc. You know, it's just like, I feel like I've learned the total opposite of the one.
I know, John, but don't do too much, Adam. You know, you feel me? You cool, you know. But don't overdo it, bro. You cool and shit. But I ain't gonna hold you. Like, we just stopped calling you a culture vulture because, you know, we accepted you. You one of the guys, man. But don't overdo your part, Adam. You know, you cool though, man. We feel you, bro. You know, you done interview Mama Duck. You done interview King Yella. You done interview Amari Blaze. You done interview Mimo 600. You feel me? So you part of the family, man. You part of the Chicago family, man. But at the end of the day, Adam, you got your ways, man. But who else is still in a platform like that? So I give Adam his props, man. You feel me? But don't overdo it, Adam.
I think it's so important to stay humble and stay respectful to people. And I feel like Puff really kind of went with the opposite.
Well, I mean, the thing.
Yeah, yeah, you're right about that, Adam. He said that Puff Daddy basically, well, my bad, calling him Puff Daddy. He Diddy to me. Man, Diddy just Diddy tweaking. That's all I can say. Like, what is you doing, bro? Let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all this really quick on my page. I just uploaded this. Go check out my last short of Diddy on my page. You feel me? I just uploaded this. You feel me? So I just uploaded that on my page. Go check out that last short on my page. You feel me? Get the views up, man. You feel me?
In public opinion, what I see with Puff, and this is coming from someone that's a huge Bad Boy fan, like obsessed with their catalog from day one, is a dude whose entire career's been marred in controversy. From day one, people were looking bad upon him. This is a dude that was in the midst of the whole, controversy that led to two of the greatest of all time passing. Five or six of his artists have passed away. That's crazy in and of itself.
That is very, very true. But at what point during that? At what point during that did it seem like Puff's career was in jeopardy? To me, never. But
always.
No.
We knew this.
When?
Oh my God.
Maybe the past couple of years there's been rumors
like
about
last
it.
10.
But seriously, in the last 10 years, you feel like the conversation, because we never had that conversation on the
They
podcast.
never joked about them Diddy parties around you ever, like.
In the last year, maybe 2 years,
yeah, you ain't
but
been.
not like too serious. Okay, we could search No Jumper. We could search Vlad. You're gonna find very few clips of people talking about Puffy as if he was some kind of sex
And the
predator.
streets that been the term for freaky ass shit like that. Yeah, none of that
But
Diddy
not
shit.
for that long. Remember?
No, I'm talking. Yes,
Yeah,
but
for a while.
like, oh, you having parties like Diddy over there? Like a motherfucker been saying that shit. Like,
Let me give you a point of reference. Remember when Meek and Drake were going back and forth during the back-to-back thing, and Meek's like whole hate maker angle that he was using on Drake was, Diddy pissed on you. Like literally.
No, but someone did piss on Drake, and it wasn't Diddy.
Right, but the fact that that was even alluded to, it should show you what the climate is. You know what I mean?
But I don't even think they said that. If they did, they were just confused because it's not like
He literally
it
said,
happened with somebody else.
yeah, but I'm always.
I'm going back
that's
into
a
the
punchline, and he pissed on him. That's pretty freaky.
I'm going back into the old days.
Man, no. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I ain't finna hold y'all. I did not hear about the Diddy parties until Katt Williams came out with that shit. Get Katt Williams his props. Until Katt Williams came out in January of 2024 and he said he not going to a Diddy party, we didn't hear about that shit. Stop lying. That shit was not out here before Katt Williams came out about the Diddy parties, period. We was not hearing about none of that freak outs, none of that extra shit before Katt Williams came out, period.
That's even a frame of reference.
The oldest No Jumper clips, there's nothing. I'm searching the word Diddy. There's nothing.
That might be the no jumper world. That's what I'm saying.
But we are desperately looking for bullshit to talk about people on a daily basis.
But it's always been a joke amongst, I guess, industry people that I guess it's like Atlanta, the streets in LA, like places where he's lived, where people just know these parties.
Fools always knew Diddy was
That's
weird
what I'm
back then,
saying,
but
bro.
But not that weird.
not that weird.
And it wasn't a part of the public dialogue about him to the same extent. I'm gonna be real.
Still not that weird.
When Joe Budden called me to his hotel room in 2018, pause, and I walk into the room. I've told this story before, but I walk into the room, and there's some reality show, talent show playing on the TV, right? And Diddy is one of the judges. And I don't watch fucking TV at all, so I have no idea. But immediately Joe says something off the cuff about, look at his ass sitting there all. and in that moment, I'm like, oh shit. Like, I took the context clues and everything. I'm like, oh fuck, Puff does Molly. He's one of them. Didn't know that. Just me as a fan. At that time, I had no idea that this was the crazy sex party guy. Never mind the crazy sex trafficker guy.
Yeah. Whoa. But we didn't know. That's what I'm saying. I still don't believe that he's a sex trafficker. I mean, a sex partier, yes.
I feel like
trafficker and all that. I just don't know what trafficking means.
Okay, what they say is that he not only would be like getting large number of women to come to the party, but then he would basically like intentionally get them fucking loaded off hella drugs.
Dude, they were saying that essentially the allegation, correct me if I'm wrong, was they were trying to be like, he was having Young Miami and them and like people like that, like go get bitches and bring them, and then they would.
I'm saying,
get
but
loaded
you take the drugs at your own like discretion. Like you're
Not everybody.
Nobody's like worth the line.
Yeah, they are. No, they go and they put it in your drink, and then you just consume it.
No, they will put it in their drinks.
I would assume.
No, they're getting high together, man.
Okay, there's that.
What's that?
But then there's like, but most girls will like take a moderate amount of drugs. It sounds like from this thing that it was like rooms full of chicks passed out. Now, granted, that might be them just hyping it up, making it sound crazy.
That sounds a bit salacious.
They do little amounts of drugs because they don't have the money. So they go, that's like a cokehead.
My bad, hold on.
And it's 2 ounces on the table. Today is the day that I OD.
And I've seen that over and over. It'll be like a girl I know, regular chick, and then she starts getting invited to clubs. She starts being in the bottle service. A couple months later, she's like in rehab, or she's like a full-blown cokehead. Because most people on their day-to-day lives are doing as much drugs as they can afford. Most people, if they all of a sudden started making an extra $10,000 a year, would probably spend it on lean. And well, I'm talking about like people that were around. But a lot of them would spend a huge percentage of it on drugs. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Way more weed, get some good lean, more perks.
And just the partying in general, whatever comes with that.
But so then when you find yourself in an environment where you have infinite drugs available to you, what do? When you're not going to do a lot of drugs.
Exactly.
But
I don't blame you guys.
my whole thing is that this wasn't really a shock. I mean, like, let's go over the names. Craig Mack, Biggie Smalls, Black Rob, Shine, not getting killed, but getting, you feel me, whatever he had to go through, getting deported for his life from
But I still feel like the
G-Dep.
argument... But
What
the
does that
argument...
have to do with...
Yeah, what? Just like bad luck. He didn't make G-Dep go kill the guy.
Okay, so you don't think the fact that there's this aura surrounding him of dysfunction, how come there's more people on Bad Boy that are dead than Death Row? Think about that.
But
Death Row is like clearly like a more...
The vast majority of people in the situation you're talking about, though, it's like completely implausible that Puffy would have got them killed.
Yeah, I'm not saying Puffy got any of them killed, but
But so we're indicting people for their aura now?
but the circumstances these people's lives took, which you can see the dysfunction stemming to, that is a lot to put on him, I feel you, but at the same time, like, this isn't a guy that has like a fucking good reputation that was doing solid business.
But you know how it is. You sign artists, and the ones who perform, you develop a lifelong bond with them. And the ones who fall off,
You cut ties.
bon voyage.
It's fucking business. It's not a fucking friendship. It's not your homeboy from kindergarten.
That's the problem, though. Is like, okay, you get drafted to play for the Lakers. You play for the Lakers for like 5 years. 5 years is a long time. Half a decade. You're gonna feel like you're best friends with the coaches, the other players, the owner's gonna feel like he's got your back. They know your family. They've been around your kids. It's all that shit. Guess what? You fucking tear your Achilles tendon. You're done.
You're done.
And they're gonna get somebody else, and that's just how it goes.
True, but at the same time, like,
Hey, you can still train at our facilities.
Yeah.
right?
For an hour a week.
Like, so, Brick, let me ask you, who would you feel like are as far as like artists or mentors, or like the biggest people that in your career when you was first getting on and all that, like Pee-wee, Thug, people like that, like, you know what I mean? I feel like you were around some people that gave you some game and taught you about the industry and how to move and maneuver situations, as where even if you wasn't around them, you still knew a lot more then. And it's because the people
I
who
wish
were
I could say that the people that were around me were junkies, and they didn't know it, and they just wanted me around for activists. And I got built all my relationships off that. Like, nobody ever took their time out to give me game about the industry, even when I asked.
Well,
Like,
But realistically, someone like Thug was figuring it out for himself. He was in,
Yeah.
He was in 3 record deals, 4 record deals by the time you were hanging out
I'm
around.
not talking about slime in there.
Right.
I'm talking about like the older people that you would expect. They were junkies too.
I get
So
that.
it was just
But I feel like you had like a lot better, and not just you, but your entire generation, you feel me, of fools coming up, had a lot more mentorship, and there's like,
for sure.
you know what I mean, and you can see just like, there's a certain level of negligence when there's labels that are exploiting artists and preying on the dreams of people to try to capitalize off of it, as opposed to the, you know, the J Princes or the, you know what I mean, the Master P's, and there's several examples of fools that actually let me help you out, show you out, give you some game. So even if we stop working with each other.
So he's saying this Diddy's karma.
I'm saying, yeah, Diddy's been a dick from day one. You feel me? Like,
He's like,
free the locks.
He's
Free the locks.
Okay,
Free the locks.
if you're a label, if you run a label or if you sign artists, you don't have to be a dick for it to all fall apart.
Correct.
No matter what, you can be the best fucking dude in the world. Look at, if we were to really break it down, how many artists attempted to build careers through QC? A fuckload that we have not heard of in many, many years, and it doesn't surprise any of us. And if anything, the fact that they have really like a handful of artists that have become very successful under them, it makes us all look at them like, holy shit, they know what they're doing.
Correct.
The music business is a thing where if you have like a 10% success rate and you sign like
D. Tyson, do we know each other? Do I know you?
Looked at as incredibly successful.
Yeah, but Adam, I'm like, not, I can name the 90%.
Do I know you, D. Tyson?
That didn't make it. I'm talking about the ones that actually had a modicum of success. Like, I'm not talking about like the white.
No, you named G-Dep.
But G-Dep had a fucking, had a huge hit record.
Y'all crazy.
Was a huge. That's what invented the Harlem Shake. Like that was.
You're right.
And G-Dep's an incredible rapper too. So I'm literally was mentioning the people that are actually.
that's what invented the Harlem Shake. Or
That was
what showed the world.
That's a song that
was the
set off the
introduction.
Harlem.
That was the introduction to the world.
I gotta be honest, I'm not sure if the Harlem Shake predated that dance or not, or that record or not, but that was the Harlem Shake song, 100%. Not the Power or fucking.
You want to know that?
Yeah, of course.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was cool. The Power. That was a moment.
They had another one. What was Diddy's?
But that, yeah, no, there's a Diddy Bop. You feel me?
Nah, didn't they have a Harlem Shake song? No.
Yeah, but that was special. But the special delivery,
Special delivery,
yeah, that
for
was
sure it was it. This was all my niggas. Should deliver. Shit.
Ghostface Killer on the remix. Come on, bro.
Really?
Amongst like 8 other prominent New York rappers at the time.
Damn, y'all. Diddy going down. So that's what Adam 22 had to say about it. Hold on, y'all. That's what Adam 22 had to say about it. So who else talked about this? You feel me? Let me pull up another one. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. It's the bottles of baby oil for me. Like this nigga really just had some baby oil. Let's see. Y'all think he going to jail or no? Y'all think he going to jail or no? Let's see. I think that.
By the way, breaking news, people. Sean Puff Daddy Combs has been taken into custody. Now, what custody seemingly means is that... What's this? That's not it. What custody seemingly means is that he has been arrested on a federal indictment. Now, this is going to be very important. Also, you know, to clarify, by the way, you know, we're going to be doing a whole bunch of things tonight, so chat, you guys are going to want to stay tuned. Could y'all hear me? Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. I just want to make sure we're good. You guys want to make sure you're tuned in for the entirety of the stream. Once again, Sean Puff Daddy Combs has been taken into custody in New York. I did tell you it was something about Diddy not only putting up that property and supposedly
Can y'all hear me?
He's going to sell the property at the Homely Hills property in LA.
Can y'all hear me?
It appears that Sean Diddy Combs, we all saw him go to New York, I told y'all.
Can y'all hear
something
me?
about this told me that he was getting prepared, right?
Okay.
I told
Can
you
y'all
that
hear?
I
Can y'all hear the audio too?
the indictment to
Can y'all
come
hear the audio too?
or news of indictment or lack thereof to happen before the end of this month. And I only told you that about 4 or 5 days ago. And you know, from what I've learned about the feds, they might take you into custody on the weekend, but you only find out on Monday. Okay. Obviously, we're hearing that it happened today, but regardless, maybe and possibly we will.
So, like, all jokes aside, like, on some real stuff, I do think that it's crazy work because, yo, he got a lot going on. Like, he finna lose a lot of his legacy because, like, he got so much shit. Like, who gonna take over for him? Like, I feel like we can't say Justin Combs can do it because Justin Combs ain't that smart. So who gonna take over his legacy? Think about what Justin Combs at his maturity level compared to what Diddy at when he was his age. When Diddy was Justin Combs' age, he had Biggie under him. You feel me? They was beefing with Tupac. Justin Combs don't be doing shit on Instagram twerking. Allegedly. Justin Combs just be on Instagram twerking. So who gonna uphold the legacy for real? Look at what Justin Combs be doing compared to what Diddy was doing at his age. So your son's supposed to be the one that's gonna pass the flag, and he ain't got the right mind frame for that shit. So he gonna lose a lot of shit he worked hard for. He really gonna be broke though, like low key. And your mama look like she sucked my pussy. Goofy. Stop playing with me. Hold on, y'all. Let me cut that back on. Damn, I'm trying to press play and shit.
But you only find out on Monday, okay? Obviously, we're hearing that it happened today, but regardless, maybe and possibly we will hear a possible arraignment tomorrow, but a lot of things to discuss, okay? A lot of things to discuss. Now, truth be told, and what we should be very aware of, and we're going to read some of these details. We're getting exclusively via TMZ, and they have actual sources, I noticed as a fact, with HSI and also with the Southern New York District. They work a lot there, getting tips, leads, and that third. So when they say something, it's official. There's two things to consider. First and foremost, if Diddy's taken into custody, that word custody is very loose. You could be taken into custody but not being arrested necessarily for these said crimes. Now, it's more likely that he's arrested and he's going to be charged officially for these crimes, which means the grand jury is over with, because, as I've said before, Diddy, not only because he came back to New York, looked like it was tying up loose ends elsewhere, and he came to New York voluntarily. This also tells me that I believe, again, I'm telling you, the rumors are Diddy's paying him between $2 to $3 million per month on lawyers. It's a full court press, not only on a criminal level, but civilly as well. He's handling every and anything because he does realize that some of these civil cases turned into something that became a federal, investigation. So his lawyers are working around the clock. When he came to New York, it told me that, we're not talking about a public defender. We're not talking about some run-of-the-mill lawyer. We're not talking about some low-level. We're talking about the best of the best. Diddy got the most money. Well, he has enough money to pay for any lawyer he needs. And those lawyers, the difference between $2 to $3 million a month and you pay your lawyer maybe $2,000 a month is the fact that they're going to be talking to the U.S. attorney directly, okay? Not trying to torpedo the case. They can't call no favors like, don't indict him. But what they could call in is some transparency on usually a process that's non-transparent, right? The grand jury process is non-transparent usually for a defendant. I told you guys before, it was possible that maybe Diddy was here to testify, which is usually unusual in a grand jury indictment proceeding. However, the reason why I thought he might have been involved is that his lawyers have been cooperative, okay? Even though Diddy's the subject of this investigation, your lawyers still got to cooperate.
I don't know.
Right?
Academics is kind of boring to me,
hey,
y'all.
again,
Shout out to
maybe they got some
academics, but he's
saints.
kind of boring. I don't know.
Hey,
Like,
we'll just unlock them for you. Hey,
Warren
oh, you said you guys can't find what?
More like,
We'll help you out. Now,
mainstream, it kind
this
of like
also
boring
is
to me.
usually a sign of good faith, especially if you believe you're innocent, right? Hey, listen, we'll help you figure out and investigate because we know you're going to come to the conclusion we ain't do nothing, right? So, again, even if Diddy's guilty, if you got the best lawyers, the best lawyers are going to talk to the U.S. attorney, right? The people who are presenting this to the grand jury.
It's like he be watching when he's saying
So,
that. He ain't used to
I
be like
thought
that.
when he came to New York,
Y'all notice that our academics or not?
but you got the best lawyers in the world that are probably friends with these guys. Maybe
Y'all
they can
notice
say,
that?
hey, could we have the grand jury
Or no?
consider
Academics be
side of
like,
things? He's down to testify. You guys could, ask him certain
he
questions.
a little bit too
unless he
mainstream
has to
to
plead
me.
the fifth. And that was unlikely. And by the way, I'm still not sure if that happened. Regardless, if that didn't happen, the other thing happened. And it tells me that Diddy coming to New York, it was probably abundantly clear and it was sent a notice to his lawyers that, hey, brother, we're probably going to come to a decision soon, within the next week or so. I've talked to a few people who said, damn, why Diddy ain't run? There ain't no running here, right? The reason why there ain't no running, yes, his passport isn't taken, but for you to leave legally the United States on any flight, private or commercial, there's something called a manifest. You have to register with the FAA with the location, the original location to the destination. And if they ever saw that Diddy was going to any place that could protect him from, extradition, Bali, or something like that, they don't need to wait on the grand jury to arrest him, okay? It becomes a different process, but they could arrest him immediately. So I'm pretty sure it was like a handshake type of situation to say, we ain't gonna lock you up while we go through this process because we want to make sure we make the right decision and pretty much ensuring that there's no, police tainting this process, no detective, no elected official that's swaying this process. A grand jury is going to be a peer of Diddy. Like, it's going to be, people who are constituents of that particular district, which is the Southern District of New York. So, that is the preferred way to indict, especially for people who think that, for example, if you indict Diddy and Diddy beats the case, you're done. Like, if you do it, so a DA could do it through, obviously what's called a complaint. If you indict Diddy through a complaint, which then goes to a judge, they're going to arrest him, but they're going to go to a judge for what's called a preliminary hearing. I showed you that that's what happened with A$AP Rocky. Let's say even if that goes through, the
academics is killing me, man. You
boring.
boring.
If Diddy beats that case, which you gotta imagine, if Diddy's facing life, I don't care what charges we're gonna see, he's gonna be facing life, right? If Diddy beats and spanks that case, that DA is finished, right? Like, yo, you're overzealous DA trying to make a name by indicting a black man. Diddy could spin this all type of ways. If he gets indicted by a DA or a DA's office, that was just overzealous. And, he could even flip the narrative. Yo, you listen to a bunch of civil lawsuits which don't really account for the fact that they're only complaints, at least the initial stages. So they want to cross their T's, dot their I's. The DA is not making a decision. The DA is offering up evidence that they've found through search warrants, interrogations, snitches, anything else, witnesses, victims, that they would have the grand jury to basically say, do we have probable cause to indict? And what happens at a point is that, remember I said when they start serving those subpoena, I said, oh, we're getting close. Because it feels like it was at the last part of validation.
I'm sorry.
But,
look, academics is boring.
Things, and even then I thought it was
academics
maybe
boring.
Additional charges. I think that they went through the brunt of the evidence already. And there
You
were 5 lies
cool,
in this whole
but you
thing.
boring.
So they had to do a vote, right? Now, that vote would most likely have been done.
Hold on, y'all. Because I know somebody else covering
Again,
this.
I don't know exactly how, every grand jury.
He finna make me fall
Maybe it was
asleep.
done last week, maybe Friday. Could have been done today, right? The reason I would say Friday, if a grand jury's been held for months, because
I know somebody else gotta be a little bit more entertaining.
these people have been listening to this fucking probable.
Alright, we finna listen to
Let's run.
shout out to Armand Wiggins. We finna listen to him. Cause I ain't got my notebook today, so I'm finna just listen to everybody else. So, but academics, you killing me, Smalls. You too boring tonight. We finna switch. Shout out to Armand Wiggins. Don't forget to subscribe and press the like button.
I'm trying to get the call on, and so y'all can get in here. I'm gonna open the call to.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio.
To start your show now.
Your show is scheduled to start in 34 seconds.
All right. So we're about to get into it. It is a lot going on, but I want the calling lines. If you guys want to really get into it, the number is 563-999-3658. So y'all can call in if y'all opinion too.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds.
What you doing? I'm doing the same thing you do. I'm listening to the show.
1. Blog Talk Radio.
All right, now we are back. Okay, the freaky Rico. Amen. The freaky Rico. Diddy has been federally indicted. Okay, locked up on a freaky Rico.
Freaky Rico.
Racketeering and
Shout out to Armand Wiggins.
He went to court today for
Hell
a bail
no.
hearing. They were begging him, trying to get $50 million bond. But child, that judge said, absolutely not. There will be no bond because you are too much of a flight risk, okay? And you are a coercer. It's the cohesion, the coerced, the coercion.
Somebody talking about freakadeek.
They said that he will coerce women, men, into doing what he wants them to do. He's a danger to society. He will coerce, manipulate, and tamper with the evidence that was already pretty much out. Okay? And what I'm also learning is that this case, from what I read, comes with a max sentence of life in prison or death. If convicted, he can get one of those as the max.
Wow.
Life in prison or death.
Wow.
And my thing is this. They clearly got evidence on Diddy. The feds would not just be picking you up if they didn't have no team. When they ransacked that house, they found thousands of bottles of freak-off oil.
Freak-off oil is crazy work.
And just recently, he was picked up, and he had the powder. That was what, yesterday or last night, when they picked him up. So he had the powder cocaine on him in New York. But they had found thousands of bottles of the freak-off oil in that house. Also what was interesting to me, that there's video and digital recordings of the male prostitutes and male f***ers that Diddy would coerce to the mail worker.
Yo. Shout out to
With
Armand. He
damn
funny.
oil.
He funny, man.
You could have fried chicken on that nigga. It was so greasy. It was so much oil in that mop.
Yo.
He was in there making fried egg. You know, that Diddy was in there frying ass. And balls. Wow. That's a free ass. That's a 69.
Shout out to Armand Williams.
Wow.
Yo.
All his 50s.
Oh my God. Y'all be
Also, what I
funny.
thought was interesting
I can't watch him. Y'all funny.
the fact that, what is the name, the woman name from Danity Kane, Kalina Harris, let me say it right, child, or Dirty Money. So remember, she came and spoke out against Don, but that had came out, that girl, he had called her, what's her name? Kalina Harper. She had came out and pretty much like, that was not my experience, this, that, and the third. You know, that may have been Don's experience, that was not my experience. I didn't see any of that stuff. But prior to that, the fans had revealed or had uncovered that he had called her 54 times. 54 times before she had made that statement. So he knew it was coming down the pipeline. And I see people on social media saying, lock her up too. She needs to be jailed too, and this, that, and the third. I don't agree. I think that maybe either she was bullied or coerced or frightened or intimidated, and she was like, I just don't want to be involved. Or maybe he paid her, but he was like, I just don't want to be involved, and so she lied to stay away from it. You know what I'm saying? This is not a good look. In all seriousness, this is not good. What also is interesting is, you know, these trials take a long time. These trials take a long time to really get going, and this trial, it could take up to 2 years.
Wow, 2
really
years,
trial,
Armand?
you know,
Crazy.
I mean, it could take a minute. So this fool is going to be sitting in jail until he goes to trial.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you don't just go to trial next week. You don't go to trial next month. They have to build this whole case up. This is a long process. So he's going to be sitting there. He's going to be sitting for at least a year before he even go to trial. And then you go to trial and then you get convicted guilty. And then the cold part was, this is the thing with Diddy. How can you believe anything he's saying? Because he was on there saying, you know, it was all a lie. It was all a lie. Cassie's a lie. Everybody's lying. I never hit her. This is extortion. She just wanted money. You got the lawyer coming out saying, well, they were hitting each other first. She was mad that Diddy was talking to another girl, so he hit her upside the head. They were toxic. She wanted a $30 million money grab. Because she was writing a book. Well, first of all, in order for her to be writing the book, she had enough ammunition to write the book. But they're trying to make it seem like she was trying to extort him. Like, basically, I'm writing this book, I'll give you the rights to the book, or you pay me for it and I won't release the book. And then it's like, well, no, the book is getting released. Or whatever the case may be. She tried to make it seem like the lawyer, Diddy's lawyer tried to make it seem like Cassie was trying to bribe him. She wanted some money, and now Don is in line for a paycheck. But here's the thing. How can we believe that when Diddy tried to make it seem like everybody was lying, and now that there's proof where he was dragging Cassie out, beating her up in the hallway of the Ritz-Carlton or whatever that was in L.A., all because now we found out that she was trying to leave the freak off in the hotel. And then remember that awkward video where he had her hiding underneath the blanket?
Shout out to Armand Williams. Yo, anybody know where I can get that microphone from? Yo, anybody on here know where I can get that microphone he got on there from? Is that a portable microphone? What is that? I keep seeing it. Where can I get that microphone? Help me, y'all. Where can I get that microphone, man? Please help me. Y'all smart on here. This microphone Armand Wiggins got on there. I keep seeing this microphone. Where do I get that from? Is that a portable microphone or no? I know y'all smart, man. We got damn near 300 people on here. Where can I get that microphone from, man? And then y'all done already cashed at me almost $200 and something. I think a little bit more. So I gotta use that money to buy my microphone and stuff. So where I supposed to get that from? Y'all let me know.
The floor. Let me see. I'm not gonna pull that stuff up because the way this AI is working right now, you pull up any Diddy picture, any Diddy receipt is flagged. At least for my channel it is. But he had her hiding underneath the covers, and then you went downstairs and tried to get the security camera footage and tried to offer the man money. And they didn't want to take the money. Somehow, the government got that and released it. And here we are, Diddy. It came out. You didn't want that out, but that was a freak off. And Cassie had got tired of being drugged for the freak off. And then what was also interesting is, whenever they would do the freak offs, then they would have to. And they said the freak offs would last days and 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 days.
He said the mic on Amazon and it's $600. It's not portable. You need an XLR cord and phantom power source. What the fuck is that? What's the XLR cord and a phantom power source? What the fuck is that?
And then for them to recover, they would do vitamin drips. And now it's videos on Twitter.
That's crazy about the IV drips.
I'm not going to play it, the audio. I just want to show you this quick video. I have to show you this. Oh, it's good. I can't play it on here, but listen. Look at this. This is him right here. But the mom gave me a little freaky Rico freak off, kissing him on the lips, Kiki, son of a too. Look, she's a freaky motherfucker. But anyway.
He said his mama a freak too.
But he's getting a vitamin drip with the mama. And so, let me tell you this. That face right there, that's the come down face. You smoking a cigarette, you getting a vitamin drip, you got on sunglasses, you high. Or you was high as last night. And you kicking it with your mama, you trying to chill because you had a wild mouth. You trying to come back to your senses. And you like, bitch, let me get to some normalcy because the weird I did last night, baby, listen, I need to be around my mama. Because Lord knows.
XLR cords are the most powerful cables used for pro mics. Okay, so what can you plug it in? Can you plug it to your cell phone or you gotta plug it into a laptop?
Crazy last night, my boy. And you is coming down. You still high though. That come down is whooping your ass. You got the glass. Is that a cigarette? And the IV drip.
Yo.
All
That's the
that
IV
is
drip for me.
pill. That's that pill, baby. That's that ecstasy, baby. That's a pill. Or that's some good. Okay. I know that face, child. That's the come down like it was a night last night. Okay. And you was on some time. Freaky.
Yo.
And so now all the little different things are coming. So he would have them do vitamin drips and see the drug. Some of the drugs I couldn't even pronounce, but they had the special.
You said a microphone $600. What's the name of it? And then if you got a microphone, why you got headphones too? Do you need headphones with the microphone or no? Come on, y'all. Y'all gave me money to my Cash App, so now I got to buy what y'all gave me the money for. So why the headphones, though? So why he got the headphones, too? Right. Where's Young Miami?
To be brought out into the fold. Because now, once we've turned the page,
Right. Where's Young Miami?
new day, everybody involved
Talk about it.
And be destroyed. Everybody that enabled.
Yeah.
I was wondering why did the security guard jump ship? Why is he speaking out? Because what we did know, this was deeper and darker than we thought, and it was 100%. And don't want to go down. We are going to sink because left and right jumping ship. Because if they don't jump ship, they will sink. With that black freaky nasty mother. And I can guarantee you, they will jump before they sink on that freaky Yankee Rico. Now, in all seriousness, though, you had Lori Hart. Is that why she got away?
Locked up with 1,000 bottles of olive oil.
What happened with that?
It's crazy work.
Was she doing it with the sons too? Because now you give me a freaky. Like, you know what I'm saying? Did you try it, Lori Hart? What was you doing? Young Miami? I think that she better run.
Yeah.
Run and hide and fly away. Get away, Ghost. Don't do another interview. Don't do a podcast. Tuck your tail, pack your shit, and get them ASAP if you want to survive. Young Miami, she don't give me that she was smart. She give me that she, first of all, let's be clear here. Remember the pink powder that the other guy sued Diddy for? Well, and that Young Miami used to bring to him and give to him? Well, that he had on him just last night.
Right.
Remember also when Young Miami and Diddy did their interview, Young Miami used to say that Diddy can go all night, especially when they go off the grid. Off the grid is out the country, and it should get real freaky. And that's when she revealed that he on her. And then she tried to clean up, but you're not cleaning that up. Now that we know what he's giving us 1,000 bottles of freak off oil.
Right.
Lube.
Yeah.
Pink powder. Days and days of freak off.
He peed on her, man. That's crazy.
You definitely get and your borderline probably get I wouldn't be surprised if she getting on.
Right, Armand.
Hell yeah, she getting on.
Right.
She probably drinking it too.
Uh-huh. Yep.
And spit it back out in his face. With some nasty, freaky man. Wow.
Uh-huh.
And then you did wrong if you laying up there with Santana. I don't even want to see that. Think about that. Imagine that that's out of pocket. That's out of hands. That's out of bounds. And quite honestly, you should be put down. If you just off the chip. You know what I'm saying? No, but seriously.
Right.
Seriously. We gotta be real here. We have to be honest. Okay? This is crazy. But everything is adding up. And they have this evidence. See, my thing is this though. Why the hell would you be keeping the freaky videos? Oh, well, we found out he was keeping the freaky videos to use them against people so that they can still keep doing the stuff. So he would use that as blackmail. Stevie J, what you got going on? Jamie Foxx, all these niggas. What is everybody like? What's the tea?
All right, y'all. Thank you for telling me about the microphone, man.
So
thank y'all.
I'm like really interested to see.
Let me screenshot it. Hold on.
How this plans out.
All right, I got it now.
With this because she got the $30 million and he went to jail. If you really think about it, she got double justice.
See, I just said that.
You got to see.
Didn't I just say that she got the $30 million and he went to jail? Press the 2 if you ever remember. I just said that. I just said that, didn't I?
But then that opened up the can of worms for everybody else to come out, and then for them to go and.
Didn't I just say that?
Make this a whole Rico. Now, from what I'm getting with
Thank you.
The reason why I was able to become a Rico because
I just said that.
Even things that are out of like.
Man, she got that money and she got justice.
I think what's happening is, if I'm understanding it right, they took all these different things that he's done throughout his career, and they compiled it as a way to make him bigger, to empower him, enrich him, and make him, a strong figure in his businesses, which creates that Rico. It's because you used all of this to be who you are, which was a criminal, a predator. And so they wrapped all of that into one thing, and that's how they were able to add the Rico to it. What I thought was heavily, heavily interesting, and I want to stay on Young Miami for a minute because we're not going to let her slide out of this. There was something in the indictment that was really interesting because they would date certain things. Where was that at? Hold on, let me see. Because where was that foul? Hold on. Because this was crazy. Hold on, I'm about to put it up for you right now. Let me see. Hold on. There is something on here that was like, where is that at? Hold on. This was crazy. It was something along the lines of on or around 2009 to 2024, Diddy was engaging in all. Oh God, I gotta get it. I can't. I'm trying to find the page that it's on. Hold on, I gotta find this page, guys. Okay, I'm coming. Here. From at least in or about 2009. Let me screenshot this. 2009 up and including in or about 2024 in the Southern District of New York and elsewhere, Sean Combs, aka all his aliases, the defendant, knowingly transported an individual in an interstate and foreign commerce with the intent that the individual engage in attempted, aided, and abetted, and willfully caused the same with Combs. Combs transported, aided, and abetted, and willfully caused the transportation of female victims and commercial workers in interstate and foreign commerce on multiple occasions with the intent that they engage in So, what does that mean? From 2009 to 2024, which means you still didn't stop. You was in New York just yesterday with the pink dust. Follow me. Adding to the prostitution with the men. But also, what does that say? When did you break up with Young Miami? Last here. So she was in on it. That's why she lasted. Because she allowed you to be freaky and nasty, and she was doing the with the prostitutes. And she was bringing the getting high and doing the wild too. Young Miami, you was there with the male escort.
Yeah.
Because the nigga never stopped doing it. This says from 2009 to 20.
And then it's crazy because it's like with Young Miami, it's just like real ass nigga get a fuck about a bitch 5 foot. Yeah. Call some. So I call it because, you know, fucking on a scamming ass rich ass nigga. So she just thought she had found her one. She did. She thought Diddy was like. She thought she found her one, and then now that it hit the fan, she looking crazy because she gotta be a content creator. That's sad, bro. That's sad if you went from making act ups, no jobs, now you a content creator. I ain't gonna hold you. That's kind of sad, Carisha. Like, no offense, she cool, but she cool in a I don't know her type way, but y'all, I say she cool in a I don't know her type way. That's that Chicago shit coming out. She cool in the I don't know her type way, but you know, I don't know. I just think that she kind of fell off. Like, but that's what you get for being fast. She fast. Like, shit, just because you got kids and you doing what you doing don't mean you still ain't young. I think she like 25, 26. What you doing with a 50-year-old anyway? That's called fast. Ain't that fast though? Press a 3 if that ain't fast. Y'all be thinking because y'all over 21 with kids, y'all grown. That ain't how that shit work. Like, you can be over 30 and don't mean you fully grown just because you got a lot of kids. A lot of y'all ain't mature to me. A lot of y'all is just not mature. I'm sorry. A lot of y'all ain't mature, man. I mean, age gap relationships are okay to me, but it has to be 2 people who are mature and know how to act. That's what I'm saying. Like, she immature. Like, first of all, her previous baby daddy was Southside. Look at Southside, man. He got a tattoo on his head. Like, you know, no offense, but it's like, you know, like that ain't just no stand-up guy. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, that's your ex. And then now Diddy's supposed to be your Lord and Savior, but he 50 years old. Like, what you with a 50-year-old for? That's too old. I'm sorry. If you 25 and you with a 50-year-old man, you fast. I'm sorry. Period. And ain't nobody gonna change my mind. You should have been being fast. If you wasn't being fast, you wouldn't be in this situation, Carisha. Period.
That means this was everybody that he was encountered with. And Young Miami, we know you was doing it. You was getting cars, you was off the grid, you got a show. You didn't care that he was having babies with kids. You didn't care about nothing, but you was always treated like the freak off. But the willingly, like the side, like the fun freaky, like the freaky fun girl. We go to Vegas, we go to Aruba, we go here, we go there. I got the white nails on. Remember, he loved her to wear the white freaky nails.
Mine gotta be stopped, man.
Remember, she told her how Gina would be between her legs being an
Armand. He has to be stopped.
Diddy have you on your knees eating my...
Not the white freaky nails. Come on, man.
It came from somewhere.
Y'all crazy on YouTube.
So were you in there pimping these women too? See, y'all thought T.I. and Tiny was playing Russian roulette or bow down. But Diddy Young Miami was playing Giddy Up Cowgirl and Boy. Any day and everything in between. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. She's a dummy. Because you was the last thing seen with him, and you was the one. So you mean to tell me all this is going on up until 2024, and he ain't never had you? You ain't never done no pink shit. You ain't never ate no. You ain't never got. You ain't never had a freak off. You ain't never seen no man. You ain't never seen Diddy eat no ass, no man. Young Miami, please explain to me 1,000 bottles of oil, lube, pink fairy dust, IV drips off the grid. You can the nasty freaky DVDs.
Yo. Our mind gotta chill.
The freaky text messages. And they said the freak-offs were productions. It would be a thing where you would have cameras, lighting, and it would say, let's get it. And he titled them, very clever man, a freak-off. And a freak-off is kind of like a marathon. And if you really sit back and you think about, well, what the fuck is a freak-off? And you think, like if you just said, like just really sit and just think, let's have a freak-off. That sounds, first of all, that sounds like some old school 90s Ricky, like perverted, like some old sly, cool Thundercat type jargon right there. But then you think, well, what the fuck is a freak-off? Because then, you know, like, it's the off part to me. Because you can even say like a freaky set, or let's have a freaky night, or I don't know, a freaky moment. Or hell, a freaky entanglement. I don't know, but a freak off is like, wow, we're going on. Like a freak off is like a competition. Like that's like that lasts like a freak off. Like we going for it, and this it starts at 6 and it ends at 6. And who can be who? I mean, anything goes in between 6 to 6. This is the freaky Olympics. You get what I'm saying? That's what that is. That's what that freak off. So it's I can only imagine. I want to shoot. Well, first of all, no Diddy outside of, you know, the coercion, the beating, the distraughtness, and the manipulation. I would like to have seen what that looked like. It's no shade. Like, what does that give? A freak off sounds like it could be fun if it's under the right pretense. Now, if everybody's out of their mind and not consenting, then no. But I'm just like, well, what does that look like? So,
All right, y'all. So I'm about to wrap it up. That was part 1 of, you feel me, Diddy getting arrested with 1,000 bottles of baby oil. You feel me? So we finna just talk about. We finna wrap it up. Any questions before I go? Any questions before I go? Any questions before I go? Wait, I didn't know she has a kid. Yeah, man. Yeah, Carisha is fast. She been fast. She been fast. Like, you can be grown and still be fast. That's what people be misunderstanding. Like, she fast. She got like 2 kids, 2 different baby daddies. Then she a hoe, like, allegedly. Like, she just be doing too much for her age to me. And you know if they fast now, they was real fast when they was like 12. That shit was crazy when it was 12 probably. Sucking all type of dick behind the bleachers at 10. You feel me? Allegedly. Anyway, so we finna wrap this up. Looks like Diddy was locked up. It looks like 1,000 bottles of baby oil was found at his house, and that is so funny. Whoever reported that in the news is shady as fuck. Like, y'all could have arrested Diddy without without including the bottles of baby oil, G. They bogus for that. That's funny to me, though. Yeah, I think that's it. This is part 1. Shout out to Armand Wiggins. Shout out to everybody else, you feel me? Whenever I'm behind on the news, I'm always come to y'all and put y'all on my live stream, because, you feel me? Y'all be knowing what y'all talking about. So, but yeah, shout out to y'all. And I'm going to do part 2 tomorrow. So, yeah. What time y'all want me to come on here tomorrow? Make sure y'all get that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe, too. I love y'all. You feel me? Love y'all. Y'all feel me? What time y'all want me to come on here tomorrow? What's a good time to come on here tomorrow? What time y'all want me to come on here tomorrow? 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 9 p.m., what? What's a good time for tomorrow? Alright, well, I'll probably come on here tomorrow like around 8. See? That's what's up, Mr. Washington. Marvy Washington Tato, y'all said 8 and 9. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, tomorrow about 8. Cause I got on here today around 11 to 12, 12 to 1. Yeah, so I feel like 9 to 10, 10 to 11. Yeah, 9 ain't bad either. I mean, I don't mind being done by 11. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all like. Follow me on Instagram, MelissaWorld91. Follow me on my TikTok, _MelissaWorld91. You feel me? Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. It's that MelissaWorld91. All right, y'all. It's been real.